This is the final pay-per-view towards the pathway of the Ultimate Frenzy. This is the Clash and Madness. We are all going to lose our minds tonight. Tonight is the night that the Riley couple make sure that everyone knows exactly who the hell they are. Ryan Riley is opening the show tonight as he attempts to become a two-time VRW Warzone champion. Meanwhile, his lover, Trish Riley, will be closing the night in a survivor match for her Gift of Valor Championship. The narrative of the story here is Ryan Riley and Jason Ramirez, and a long puzzled history that these two have had, not just inside of the VRW, but outside of the event circuit. Ryan Riley has every reason to want to become a champion again, but to take it to someone he knows so well, this is going to be a challenge for both warriors. What in the absolute hell is he wearing? Ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working man in VRW, with some serious mind games being played right now. You want to talk about making things as personal as they can possibly be outside of VRW. Jason Ramirez and Ryan Riley belong to a faction known as Punks Not Dead, and Jason Ramirez is coming to the ring in their gear, bringing in personal affairs from outside of your workplace. Jason Ramirez wants every advantage imaginable heading into this matchup. Already upset with the fact that he had to defend the championship against Ryan Riley. Even more upset that his Ultimate Frenzy World Championship debut may become a Frenzy match later on tonight. Jason Ramirez wants a perfect state of mind. He wants to ensure that he walks out of the Clash of Madness still the VRW Warzone champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the VRW Warzone Championship. Introducing first, from Battle Creek Music, representing Insurgency, Ryan Riley. And his opponent, from Miami, Florida, he is the VRW Warzone champion, Jason Ramirez.
Two men who know each other oh so well, about to embark on what is now a personal affair. Jason Ramirez, who has been the hardest working man in VRW for quite some time, is about to defend against someone he knows so well in and outside of VRW. For the VRW Warzone Championship, this is the Clash of Madness. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice of VRW commentary. I am Quandissimo, looking to kick it with you here for damn near 3 hours into this pay-per-view before we all hit to the Ultimate Frenzy. Ryan Riley, Jason Ramirez for the VRW Warzone Championship. Jason Ramirez pulling at the heartstrings of his challenger here, Ryan Riley, and he's trying to overpower him. Look at how power and ease, just tossing the champion off of his shoulders here. Jason Ramirez, a couple weeks ago, tried to end the career of Ryan Riley before even getting a chance to challenge once again for the Warzone Championship. And what a counter! Spiking Ryan Riley's head at the bottom of the rampway with a package pile driver. Ryan Riley was told to stay home and recover, but last week, after a hellacious arena match with Royal Solomon, his tag team partner, Ryan Riley would return to show that sure, he is not 100%, but he is still going to try and make Jason Ramirez's life a living hell, planting him through a table with a Hellfire Reckoning. Here's a cover for Jason Ramirez to retain and a kick out. We have seen the undying will of Ryan Riley in the past, a former Warzone champion in his own birthright. He knows exactly what it's like to hold the championship that Jason has been holding close between him and Sammy Stone, the queen of VRW, who is definitely keeping an eye on not only this match, but the main event as well. Sammy Stone has some well-known issues now with not only Jada Storm. Here's a cover and a kick out by Jason Ramirez. Not only issues with Jada Storm, but also issues with the VRW Get the Valor champion Trish Riley. Both War Maids who have significant interactions with both of these men here tonight in this opening bout for the Warzone Championship. And another cover, hand in the face, shoulders are down, trying to get this match over and done with as quickly as possible. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter the outcome in this matchup, one of these two men will be walking into the Ultimate Frenzy to challenge Eli Robledo, the winner of the tenfold Roulette Frenzy match. A guaranteed championship main event match that may very well turn into a frenzy match should Eli lose his bloody frenzy match against Tony Lee Williams later on tonight. So much is at stake here tonight. Everyone with a lot to gain and a whole lot more to lose. And Ryan Riley is looking to gain tonight. And now we are seeing the steadfast, physical style of Ryan Riley. A member of Insurgency promised championship gold by Jada Storm, who will be challenging his lover for the VRW Gift of Valor Championship later on tonight. A huge back body drop by the champion, the hardest working man in VRW, trying to get the hardest victory here tonight. And Jason Ramirez peel him up, drops him down with a powerbomb. This is going to be a slow-paced match for Ryan Riley as Jason continues to dissect him piece by painful piece. And now Ryan Riley able to blast the champion straight to the midsection. And a big clothesline ducked underneath by the champion. Jason Ramirez has the number perhaps of Ryan Riley, kicked to the back of the leg. Ryan Riley now has him up on his shoulders. And a modified version of the Hellfire Reckoning Goldbuster dropping the champion. And here's more power on display by the challenger Ryan Riley after rolling power slam into the cover. Shoulders are down and a kick out by the champion. So many eyes on this matchup, not just Trish Riley, but the entirety of Insurgency standing behind Ryan Riley to pick up his second Warzone championship in his career. And Ryan Riley picking the legs of the champion. Dropping the arm. Crossface. Crossface. Jason so close to our ropes, but Ryan knows that he's not going to grab the ropes to break up the submission. Jason Ramirez breaking up. Freeing himself from one of the signature holds of Ryan Riley. Now the striking combinations on display. Has him up! Has him up! Ryan Riley has him! Drops him with the Hellfire Reckoning! New champ! New champ! Is it over? Ryan Riley, no! Ryan Riley almost stole the championship away from Jason Ramirez, and now he's locking himself in on a comeback train. Full speed, full contact from Ryan Riley. Ryan now somehow has the champion on his toes here, questioning what the hell he has to do. Once again trying to pick the legs to that on-track crossface, but Jason caught it. Jason saw it coming, and now pointing the elbow into the arm of Ryan Riley. Gets behind him once again, kick to the back of the hamstring. Once again, trying to go for that picketed leg. Into the crossface, and not going to happen again. Another counter from Ryan Riley. Picking the legs underneath. And now this has become the advantage of the challenger. Now looking for another submission. Crossing the legs and the point of the knee and the lower back and spine of Jason Ramirez. Ryan Riley trying to force the champion to quit. But it's not going to happen. You see the significant damage done to the lower back already. Power bomb into the backstabber. Covered by the champion to retain the Warzone Championship and not only a toe count. Whereas Jason Ramirez has been playing mind games since the start of the match, Ryan Riley is destroying all the games in the arsenal of the Warzone Champion. Corkscrew moonsault moved out of the way was the challenger. Ryan Riley once again picking the legs, trapping the arm, crossface, this time not closing up to the ropes. Ryan Riley trying to force Jason to quit, trying to get him to end the matchup here, but again the hardest working man finds a way out of the signature crossface submission of Ryan Riley. And now thrown all the way over the top rope, holding on to the ropes is Jason Ramirez. And now is Ryan Riley playing the mind games, playing around a bit too much. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the midsection. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He has him up! Has him up! He countered! What a counter! What a counter! Counter into the Hellfire Reckoning! Ryan Riley! Two-time champion on the way! Jason Ramirez still able to kick out at 2.5! And we thought that Ryan Riley would succumb to the mind games of the Warzone champion trying to go for the Hellfire Reckoning again. But Jason Ramirez with the pointy elbow to the side of the head. And now look at Ramirez picking the legs and in a camel clutch variation. Trying to force Ryan Riley to tap out. The tables have turned. A short-lived moment that almost fell straight into the lap of the challenger. Ryan Riley almost completely catching him off guard, and once again, Hellfire, but Sammy Stone is here! Hellfire Reckoning from turn around rough! Sammy Stone getting involved and possibly saving the outcome. And once again, Ramirez finds an escape route. Sammy Stone coming at the aid of her greatest investment, the hardest working man, Jason Ramirez. But hold on! Hold on, look at who's in her sights! Trish Riley is here! And Sammy Stone is getting out of dodge! Quite possibly costing Ryan Riley the Warzone Championship. The Hulk behind her! Behind her and through! Shayna Storm and Trish Riley staring into each other's souls. But they have found themselves a common enemy. Are you kidding me? Who would have ever thought we'd see the day that Shayna Storm and Trish Riley on the same page, helping each other out? Look at them take out the Queen! These two are gonna face off later on in the main event, but keep in mind that we still have ourselves a Warzone Championship to pay attention to! We told you were gonna lose your minds here tonight at the start of the show, and we still have ourselves a Warzone Championship underway! Despite the development, despite the distraction of Sammy Stone, Jason Ramirez continues to want to try and retain the Warzone Championship from the top rope now. Ryan trying to get back to his feet from the top rope with the hammer arm. Jason Ramirez has lost all his focus. And Sammy Stone is focusing now on the task at hand, retaining the Warzone Championship by any means necessary. Not wanting this match to end off a count out, a decisive victory is wanted by the champion, who's now once again climbed all the way to the top rope. Ryan Riley as he struggles to get back to a vertical base here. Jason Ramirez from the top rope, but he got caught! He got caught again! Are you kidding me? Hellfire Reckoning! Jason got caught again by Ryan Riley! Shoulders are down and again the shoulder came up into the half! Are you kidding me? What does he have to do? What does Ryan have to do to keep Jason Ramirez down? Punches the ticket once again on the comeback train. Falls in, collision course. Ryan once again trying to pick the legs, looking for that cross face, but Jason refusing to go down, pointing the elbow into the shoulder and the arm. Jason Ramirez now, oh! Getting blasted with an elbow. Ryan Riley, oh! Tried to punch out the legs underneath the champion and got caught with a high knee. And again, there's Hermashore, he's down, crossface, But Jason, that undying will of the hardest working man, refusing to quit. He's working harder than he ever had to now. Kick to the midsection, Ryan Riley. This time, facebuster dropping him down in the mat. And once again, could this be the end? Has him up, looking once again for the Hellfire Reckoning, but these elbows meeting the jaw. And Ramirez picking a leg, slamming down to the left. The left leg. And now Ramirez, the kick to the midsection, dropping it with the AOA, the end of an era. Cover for Jason Ramirez to retain the title. And Ramirez can't walk out just yet. What even is this match anymore? The stubborn nature of two bitter rivals. This back and forth affair does not end. Ramirez struggling to get back to his feet here. And now the champion off the ropes into a sit-out powerbomb. Jason Ramirez trying to go for the EOA once again. Picking the legs. Got caught again, but this time even more constricted. Crossing the legs into another crossface variation. But Ramirez once again finds an escape. Misses with the high knee. Misses with the clothesline. Ramirez can make it an example on the sporadic moves of Ryan Riley. Deadlift up once again into the powerbomb. This time with a bridge cover. Shoulders are down. Ryan kicks out again at 2.5. Ramirez is beside himself, but played around too much. Pandering to the crowd. It's completely unlike him. And now a kick to the midsection. Chicken wing drops it down in a tiger bomb. And again, deadlift into a powerbomb. Both men soar for wears. And a kick to the midsection again by Jason Ramirez into the backstabber. Flows into the cover to retain the Warzone Championship. 2.99. I'm afraid it's all downhill from here, perhaps. No! Shoulder first into the mat! Ryan able to counter pump to get back into the matchup with another counter by the champion, slinging him back on the head of his neck. From the top rope, could have hit this earlier in the matchup. This time he does! Corkscrew moonsault into the cover, hand in the face, shoulders are down, and another kick out by the challenger! Once again, Ramirez kick to the midsection, spikes on with the EOA. End of an era for Jason Ramirez and Ryan Riley. And again, another kick out at 2.5. Ryan refused the tunnel. Referee didn't see it. And right to the eyes. Up on the shoulders. Hellfire reckoning. A cover again! New champ! Shoulder came up again and 2 for Jason Ramirez! And this time for sure, the jumping knee catching the hold! And now, deadlifted in a German suplex! Jason Ramirez! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No! Trapping in a crossface and forcing Ryan to tap to his own move, the ultimate disrespect.
VRW Warzone champion, Jason Ramirez.
A defiant challenger with a defiant champion and a decisive championship retention. From the mind games that started this matchup to the assistance of the Queen of the Warzone, that cost Ryan Riley possibly the opportunity he needed, an unexpected alliance from Jada Storm and Trish Riley, who are going to end up beating the hell out of each other later on tonight. Many moments to where Ryan Riley was moments away from taking the Warzone Championship away from Jason Ramirez. It was an incredible back and forth affair. Neither man giving the opponent any time to think, any time to sort out the situation at hand. Big move, literally after big move. But it all came down to the ultimate showing of disrespect from Jason Ramirez, forcing Ryan Riley to tap out to his own signature submission. The fact of the matter here is that loyalty trumps all for both Jason and Ryan Riley. Regardless, Ryan stands tall.
This is a two race, spoken for one fall, and this is present. Team of the lot, and kick.
From one personal fear to another, Candy Vega and Bella Lockjaw have made this unnecessarily personal for Pandemonium. Last week, taking out their coven leader, Selena Stone, forcing the hand of Eva and CJ to demand this matchup here and now.
And their opponents, the team of CJ Stone, the VRW Women's Champion
Pandemonium on their signature fighting crowns. The Clash of Madness undoubtedly one of two of their home field advantages. The other would be 1,000 horrors. But this isn't about the advantage that either of these two have. This is a vendetta that they have against Bella and Candy. Candy, who has targeted Eva Sinai in her television championship. Taking out Selena Stone, that motivation enough prompted CJ and Eva to demand this match against Bella and Candy at the Clash of Madness pay-per-view. Somewhere, some way, Selena is recovering from the damage dealt by Pandemonium's opponents here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to lose ourselves into this affair right now. Bella and CJ starting things off here in this tag team matchup, locking things up, and CJ forcing Bella into her corner. Been a while since we've seen Pandemonium in a tag team match over some time. We gotta remember that these two took the fight to the Undisputed Elite on numerous occasions. They know how to throw hands at their own opponents. They know how to get physical. They know how to get violent. But this is the first time we see Bella and Candy in a tag team scenario in the slightest. For Candy and Bella, it's not about taking championships at the championships. It's about showing the rest of the Warriors division how insignificant they are compared to them. And it's pointed the knee into the back of CJ. And CJ tried to go for an integrated kick here and a stiff forearm strike by Bella Lockjaw. And the way Bella and Candy are going to go here, they need to pick away at the weaknesses of Pandemonium. The cracks are already showing without Selena Stone being here at ringside like she normally is. There's a hurdle for CJ and Eva that have to jump over. They're making the tag to the television champion, Eva Cyanide. You know, weeks on end, it was originally Candy with her situation with Bad Amy causing her the VRW Women's Championship. Bad Amy trying to eliminate the factor of Candy Vega, trying to get rid of the fly that has been buzzing in her ear. And that fly eventually went on the door of the sanctuary for Pandemonium. Bella Lockjaw. Great counter by Eva. Side-eye pop up into the Hurricanrana. Bad Amy tried to warn Eva Sinai, tried to warn all of Pandemonium that Candy and Bella would eventually find their way to their front doorstep, trying to take away the television championship. That may be in the win works for Candy Vega, but she took one thing out of step. Went after Selena Stone, the leader of Pandemonium. A war that has been seen to that extent since their battles with the Undisputed Elite. The UE, who later on will be in a ladder match for a plateless championship that will completely change their fate at the Ultimate Frenzy should they win the match. Matter of fact, even if they lose, the Kicks Are Incorporated may get themselves a championship opportunity. And a tag was made to Candy Fake and right off the bat ran into a drop kick from Eva Cyanide. A lot of crazy scenarios, a lot of unnecessary, unpredictable movements in the way for the Warriors and War Maids of VRW. Misses with the clothesline ducked underneath. Candy Vega got caught. Half and half suplex by the champion. Then Eva Sinai tried to go for the sit-out spine busted in a counter by Candy Vega, someone who has a pinfall victory over the television champion into the cover. Hook the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out. Remember when Bella and Candy were brought into the offices of VRW management? They were upset at what Bella and Candy did to Selena, but there was already a solution in the works for this tag team matchup to go down. But Candy trying to play mind games with management as well as Pandemonium. Despite being gifted this matchup, Candy expects a television championship somewhere down the line, an opportunity to face Eva Sinai for the television championship. Whatever hurdle Candy has to jump through to either get that matchup is anyone's guess here to stomp into the mat. Eva Sinai already quickly back to her feet. And Candy Vega not giving Eva Sinai any time to think about the situation at hand here. Not giving her time to think about extracting revenge. Being kept away from the tag. A Pandemonium tag was made by Bella here. Combination on display. Powerbomb now with CKV. Bella definitely taking after Candy Vega. Turns a tree here. And now taking out the legs of CJ Stone. Candy Vega now looking to drop CJ. Oh, great counter. But Candy Vega still has a hold of her. Meanwhile, Bella is keeping Eva on the ropes here. Oh! CJ completely dropped and leveled by Candy Vega. Picking the legs and again targeting the left leg of the champion. Trying to soften up that leg as best as she can here. And the point of the heels now just stepping down on the back of the knee. Once again. And continuing to target. The left leg now has an ankle lock applied. And Eva able to whip off Bella off that submission exchange here. Now Bella finds herself in the corner, misses wildly with the integrator in the corner. Got caught with a Pele kick by Lockjaw. And again, this is not personal for Candy Vega and Bella. Lockjaw, hold on, the poison solution! From out of nowhere, caught in the center of the ring, covering Candy Vega, having to save Bella Lockjaw from disaster and a deadly Saito suplex. But Eva Sinai, half and half suplex. Now no one to stop her from putting an end to this matchup. For sure got caught with a European uppercut. And now it strikes the combinations of Bella Lockjaw on display here with the slap to the kicks. Toss it in the corner now. Bella with a step forearm strike. And Bella Lockjaw trying to go for the double knees corkscrew. But Eva able to find a counter. Northern Light suplex. Doesn't go for the bridge cover. And now Bella Lockjaw with Eva back up on a vertical base here. Locks herself in on a comeback train. Hits the power slam. Sinai once again getting caught with a Pele kick by Bella Lockjaw. And now into the cover, hook to the leg, throws it down in there. CJ Stone making the save for Eva. Lockjaw having to rethink a strategy here. Instead climbs all the way to the top rope. Sinai and the splash zone, but misses with the elbow. Makes a tag to CJ. And now misses with the high knee. Bella moved out of the way, kick to the midsection. However, toss it to the corner of Pandemonium. Once again, shoulder tackle. Hits the middle, falls into the clothesline and the outside. A quick back and forth sequence on hand. Now trying to wrestle for control right in front of the VRW Riot slap. Missed it, counter, stiff forearm strike. CJ Stone now with a grip of the nape of the neck. Tossing Bella back inside the ring. Does not want this match to end via count out. And a stiff chop to the head and possibly, I don't know exactly what she hit, but it was effective. And now spins into a tilt-a-whirl side slam. Cover, the cover, and a look out, pop-up hit into the Hurricanrana. And now some misplay work here. Trying to get Bella all confused, and a head scissor takedown. Taking advantage of not having a tag team partner back you up here. Deep arm drag counter. Face first into the mat. Bella Lockjaw now tossing CJ into the corner. Forearm this time connecting. Bella looking to be a one-woman army here. Has a whole lock of hair. Corkscrew into the double knees in the face. Into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, CJ able to kick out of her own will. They drop down into the middle ropes here. Candy Vega nowhere to be found at the moment. Right now is Bella taking a brute of the assault, a Pandemonium, and a power bomb by CJ Stone. And now CJ once again into a cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down and a kick out. Candy finally making it back up on the apron. As Bella now being tossed away from making that vital tag to Candy Vega. Shoulder tackle connected into an overhead belly to belly. Now making that tag to Eva Sinai. You saw the grogginess of CJ before making that tag here. It's up for the poison solution perhaps to end the matchup, but Bella making that tag to Candy Vega. Imagine somewhere down the line, Candy Vega is going to get herself a television championship against Eva Sinai. Caught her again. Half and half suplex this time, landed on her feet. Candy Vega, perfect landing, saving herself. And now just draping Eva Sinai on that top rope off the suplex. And Candy Vega, full-headed stab, Yakuza kick moving out of the way with Sinai. Got caught, this time for sure, another half-and-half suplex. Vega is rocked, Sinai in her sights, kick to the midsection, poison, solution. The cover now, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out by Candy Vega. As personal as this may seem, the pacing of this matchup is starting to show. On all four War Mania, a Evolve tag was made by CJ Stone. And CJ, the uncontrollable hatred in her veins for both Bella and Candy. Lockjaw watching on, gripping the nape of the neck applied to the back of the head and neck of Candy Vega, tossed over and out of the ring, landing hard on the apron. CJ in pursuit of Candy Vega now on the outside, and the kicks counted, and a spinning heel kick of her own. And now up on the shoulders of Candy Vega, CJ, however, able to make that counter, reverse DDT on the outside. And the back of Candy's head and neck landed hard out there too. Count is at 5. CJ Stone is just taking her time picking apart Candy Vega. Making her own plaything, tossed back inside the ring. Candy Vega able to make the tag to Bella Lockjaw. And Bella trying to go for a spine buster, perhaps. No! CJ with these stiff elbows inside her head. Now both War Mania is wrestling for control. Bella with a clothesline on the outside. And now climbing all the way to the top rope. CJ trying to get back to her feet here. Eva Sinai making the save. Rocking Bella Lockjaw off of the top rope. Now it's dazed and groggy for CJ to make a comeback now. Back elbow, looking to make that dive, but the drop kick with nowhere to home. And now CJ climbed up, perched all the way to the top rope with the black forward elbow. The cover for CJ Stone and a victory for Pandemonium. And a victory well necessary for both CJ and Eva Sinai to extract some kind of revenge for what Bella and Candy did to Selena Stone just last week. It may not have been the decisive victory that Pandemonium wanted, but the fact of the matter remains that the shoulders were down for Bella Lockjaw. The back and forth between Candy and Eva was definitely well known throughout this match, but it came down to CJ getting the victory with the Blackthorn elbow on Bella Lockjaw. With Selena Stone watching on from wherever she may be, looking as Eva Sinai and CJ Stone hold their heads high, and victory, whoa, whoa! A CKV out of spite from Candy Vega. Letting it well known that she isn't nearly done with Pandemonium.
The following contest is a cage fight to determine the #1 contender for the VRW American Revolution Championship. Introducing first, from Phoenix, Arizona, 195 pounds, RJ Smith.
And here's a matchup that's going to test the physical and mental fortitude of the 4 warriors about to enter this cage fight. With a championship opportunity on the way for them down the pathway to the Ultimate Frenzy, RJ Smith has been fighting and clawing his way into another championship match. But look at what he has to do in order to get it.
And his opponent, from Columbus, Ohio, Charles Griffin.
Charles Griffin has been on quite an incredible return tour since coming back to VRW. Returned at tenfold and now is at his second pay-per-view in his return at the Clash of Madness. Now with an opportunity to become a #1 contender. The comeback tour is real for Charles Griffin.
From Charlottesville, Virginia,
he is the leader of the CSF Mafia, Karan Cook, who defeated and agitated Danny Wells just a couple weeks ago in order to receive this championship opportunity. Karan Cook, definitely the man or people who are looking at to win this matchup. Not only that, the man's got the drive. One championship that Karan Cook has yet to hold is the American Revolution Championship. Singles-wise, he is yet to be a tag team champion. But this championship is definitely important for him to win.
representing the Undisputed Tom.
And for Tom Doyle, the man is completely out of his element once again. Someone who can't stand the fact of being part of so many frenzy matches in his career. Demanded one-on-one competition from VRW management, only for them to throw him yet again into a frenzy match. The frustrations of the Undisputed Elite have been well known throughout the year. And now Tom Doyle is being subjugated to the Undisputed Elite's ideology that VRW management have a negative thought on Undisputed Elite and want them to fail internally. Well, the winner of this matchup will earn themselves an American Revolution Championship match at the Ultimate Frenzy. This is a must-win for all parties involved here tonight. Griffin, Smith, Cook, and Doyle in a cage fight. Escape, pin, submit, whatever you have to do to make your way down the pathway to the Ultimate Frenzy. Just last week, RJ Smith took on Byron Cook just to shake the psyche of Karan Cook. Ended up asking and demanding from another opportunity into a matchup in which RJ Smith took too much time having fun trying to get into the head of Karan Cook. Ended up getting hit with a lariat that will rock him into defeat. We were then all introduced to the brand new team that just walked into VRW. Technically Perfect is in VRW, and they are in the back pockets of Maxwell White. RJ Smith, who adamantly demands opportunity after opportunity, had the right man back him up, and it completely turned to 180 and says that he doesn't need him. Well, now Maxwell White is still in the crosshairs of RJ. Meanwhile, Charles Griffin, who's just been floating in the water of VRW, finding himself an opportunity. Pay-per-view after pay-per-view, back-to-back, something is working out right for the drunken Griffin of VRW. And for Tom Doyle, this is all just an unnecessary struggle that was thrown on to him by VRW management, wanting to see the Undisputed Elite and himself fail in any way, shape, or form possible. And Karan Cook doing the smart thing, trying to get out of the cage and find an escape into a championship opportunity at the Ultimate Frenzy. You know that American Terror is going to be keeping their eyes glued onto the screen to see which is going to go after Mason Rex. And the track record of American Terror at the Ultimate Frenzy is well documented. There are 2 appearances at the Ultimate Frenzy that they have. Last time they were at the Ultimate Frenzy, they walked out the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champions. This year, they walked into the Ultimate Frenzy as the American Revolution Champion. That being Mason Rex, who has been carrying the burden of shouldering that championship. Everyone trying to escape the cage. No one going for pinfall or submissions here. And escape is the name of the game here. RJ Smith is on the comeback train. Meanwhile, Tom Doyle is scaling the cage. And RJ, what the hell is he doing? He really wants that pinfall. Looking for the Enziguri, and it connects. Meanwhile, Charles Griffin scaling the cage, going straight after Tom Doyle. There's a cover. There's a cover by RJ. That kick out by Karan. And Charles Griffin pulling the left leg of Tom Doyle, trying to get him back inside the ring. RJ Smith, however, has Cook up on his shoulders with the electric chair driver. Face first into the cage and fell down into the mat. The cover. Charles not paying attention, and a kick out. And Griffin back at the top of the cage. And this time it's Tom Doyle looking to keep Griffin from escaping. Sporadic nature of this matchup here. No one has time to keep their head on a swivel. Tom Doyle is now pulling Griffin back inside the cage. Karan and RJ has not been able to focus on anything else other than those two. And down goes Doyle again. And Griffin is climbing once more. But this time it's RJ Smith finding the right means to take down Griffin. And now it's Karan scaling the cage this time. Sporadic as always is a cage fight. And down goes Karan. All this for an opportunity to become a #1 contender for the American Revolution Championship. Karan Cook taking down Tom Doyle. Charles Griffin having second thoughts. Goes straight after RJ Smith. Or shoulder tackle by Doyle. RJ wrestling for control right now. Tom Doyle now scaling the cage once again. And RJ Smith not paying attention. Neither is the drunken Griffin right now. Tom Doyle is still scaling the cage right now. And up goes Karan Cook looking to intercept. And now this time, this is smart. Charles Griffin. Griffin is scaling the other side of the cage. Doyle now being brought back inside. RJ Smith now in pursuit of the drunken Griffin. And now fighting to knock Tom Doyle off of the cage right now. Shoulders into the elbow, and down goes Karan Cook. Meanwhile, RJ Smith trying to get Charles Griffin back inside the cage. Tom Doyle is at the top of the other side. RJ Smith is trying to knock Griffin off of the cage. Karan Cook on completely other side. Down goes Griffin, but it doesn't matter. No one's paying attention to what's going on the left side of the screen. Tom Doyle escapes the cage fight.
Here's your winner, Tom Doyle.
Tom Doyle has punched his ticket. Not on the comeback train, but to the ultimate frenzy. This is Doyle's time. He has wanted one-on-one competition week in and week out. No matter how many frenzy matches the man has been thrown into, it's all been worth it. He now has a date with Mason Rex for the American Revolution Championship at the Ultimate Frenzy. Not paying attention to what was going on the other side of the cage. Tom Doyle stopping Karan Cook from ruining his walk down the pathway. It all ended up working out just fine for Tom Doyle with an easy escape. Tom Doyle in a one-on-one championship matchup. Who would have thought we'd ever see this happen?
The following is a Creators Championship ladder match. Introducing first. Kickstart and
This matchup will heavily impact the future of the Ultimate Frenzy match here tonight. Kickstar Incorporated, nothing to lose, anything to gain from this championship match. Sierra and Roxy are ready to get crazy with some ladders.
and their opponents from Queens, New York,
One half of the only non-team factor in this ladder match, Rachel Ross, who already has a date at the Ultimate Frenzy for the VRW Women's Championship against Amber Young. This plateless ladder match, here it is just so much to unpack here. There's no plate on the belt, but it will drastically affect a championship matchup in your future. For Rachel Ross, if she's able to get her hands and take down that plateless belt, she can change the stipulation of her Women's Championship match at the Ultimate Frenzy. For someone like Kickstar Incorporated, it could grant them a championship match. More on the concept in a moment.
and her tag team partner from Washington, D.C. She is VRW Women's Champion, Amber Young.
Someone who has gone on and on about bringing on the true potential of the women's division. She has well been anticipating her match against Rachel Ross at the Ultimate Frenzy, but that match could end up being a frenzy match, much like Jason Ramirez's match. Now, what happens should Amber bring down that plateless championship? Would she even want to change the nature of her championship match against Rachel Ross? That's anyone's guess, especially for the champion herself.
Representing a disputed elite, they are the VRW Women's Tag Team Champions, Tori and Ruby.
Undoubtedly the team with more options with this plateless championship than any other team in this matchup, considering that last week the announcement was made of a tag team championship tournament in order to determine who faces the undisputed elite at the Ultimate Frenzy. Should the UE win this matchup, depending on who their opponents may be, they could change the entire scenario of that match at the Ultimate Frenzy, or Ruby Rebel, the solo competitor of the Undisputed Elite, she could grant herself a Women's Championship opportunity, adding herself to the already scheduled Women's Championship matchup with Amber Young and Rachel Ross. The UE with even more options than they've ever had after picking up the Women's Tag Team Championships, after vacating them by VRW. They now have all hell to break loose here in this matchup. Definitely an interesting concept behind the plateless championship. And right now, 3 teams consisting of 2 War Maidens who are destined to be enemies towards the pathway of the Ultimate Frenzy. Amber Young and Rachel Ross having to find some common ground against Kickstar Incorporated and the Undisputed Elite. And Rachel Ross not wasting any time, wrapping her hands around some steel. A ladder is already in the matchup here. Rachel Ross and Tori Doyle fighting very closely towards that ladder right now. Sierra Presley just stomping the boot across the side of the head and face of Ruby Rebel right now. And Sierra now coming back inside. The hell? Is that a table? The hell is the table coming? This is a ladder match. Tables and chairs included in this ladder match right now. What the hell? Presley laying that ladder down here. Looking for a power bomb is Ruby Rebel right now. And a counter. Absolute anarchy. Everyone losing all tracking. All kind of focus right now. The objective of this matchup, climb the ladder and retrieve the plateless championship dangling 15 feet above the ring. On the outside, Rachel Ross watching as Amber Young having to throw hands and feet against Roxy Guns right now. Oh, head first into the steel chair that was sitting promptly in that corner. And right now, the UE are in control of the ring right now. Amber Young changes her mind, decides to go back after Sierra Presley's partner. Off of that inverted backstabber right now. Rachel Ross now ripping away the ladder for Tori. And a big bicycle knee doesn't drop Rachel, however. And big drop kick, catching her out of the air. Rachel Ross, Sierra Presley, and Ruby Rebel going for the run for that dragon suplex. And Presley now, oh! Dropping Ruby Rebel in a union has been made with Sierra and Rachel right now, taking it to the UE. But these alliances do not last in this kind of scenario at all. And that was Roxy Guns inside the ring. Oh, from behind with the ladder is Amber Young. Sierra Presley with the table right now, use it quite well. Meanwhile, on the outside, look at that, a powerbomb to Rachel. Are you kidding me? Honestly, considered the weak link by many of the UE, Tori Doyle with some hidden attributes and skills here in this match. And another steel chair brought in by Rachel Ross right now. Steel chair, hey, almost hit her own partner. And Ruby Rebel right now perching Sierra Presley on the top rope. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Paying attention right now. There's a ladder and a table right beneath the superplex on the table. And a Falcon's arrow with the left leg crashing down the ladder. Ruby Rebel and the Undisputed Elite have complete control of the ring right now. Look at this. Table in the corner. And a ladder now being propped up in the corner. But here comes Roxy Guns tossing Tori Doyle into the table. Out goes Ruby Rebel. Tori Doyle goes head first to the table. No! Not even giving Roxy any time to be proud of the work she's done here. Ladder being used as a lethal weapon right now. It's shoving Amber out of the way was Rachel right then. Now from behind, back, oh, landing hard on the ladder as well. And a steel chair to the back of the head of Tori. Incoming meteor, nobody was home on the outside. Oh, Tori Doyle with a steel chair is lethal and ruthless. And this time Amber Young able to throw the chair out of the hands. And now toss over it out of the ring. And this time, Saito suplex on the ladder. Amber and Rachel, oh, a cohesive unit right now. Absolutely no one to stop them as they continue this assault on Sierra Presley. Now ripping away the ladder. Oh! Ladder bouncing on the back. And Tori Doyle back inside the ring, watching this all go down. A lethal bystander. Oh! These war maidens with weapons in the same frenzy match. It's complete anarchy. It's complete madness, if you would. And Sierra pressing. Oh! Ruby landing hard and awkward on that ladder. Rachel Ross suplex into a neck breaker. And Ruby Rebel dropping the ladder. Rachel trying to get her hands on a member of the UE right now, is missing everywhere close to home. Picks up the steel chair and bounces off the head of Ruby Rebel. Cohesive unit right now is Rebel with that steel chair now thrown away. Oh! Sit punch to the back here. Get the miss, and I tried to go for the red herring, but no one would let her. Now Dory talks over the top rope, holding on hard, however, spiked with a DDT. And Amber Young climbing all the way to the top of the ladder right now. Amber has her hands on the plateless title. Kickstarter Incorporated to intercept. And a powerbomb by Sierra. Rachel on the outside, Ruby on the outside, Roxy on the top rope, looking to fly, but Rebel back inside the ring. And Sierra Presley whipping Amber into the corner, and that's Shiruani with the knees of Sierra Presley landing on that ladder. Had to do a number on her knees. There you see her taking a breather on the outside right now, trying to go for a Russian leg sweep, a counter. Oh, face first on the steel chair. And Roxy explode with a scoop slam on the steel chair as well. Ruby Rebel not being given any favorites in this matchup here. Steel chair knocking Roxy off of the top rope with a steel chair. What the hell is happening in this match right now? Roxy back on the top rope once again. And Amber Young with a high knee. And now just whipping her down across the body of Ruby Rebel, shoulder first. Only one attempt has been gone after that plateless championship dangling above the ring right now. Amber Young and Tori Doyle on the outside running back inside the ring. Amber second guessing herself once again here. The anarchy, the madness that is overflowing in this matchup. Everyone trying to figure out what they need to do. Flashpoint knee by Amber Young, taking out Ruby Rebel, and now going after Tori Doyle as well. Amber Young playing all kinds of mind games right now, keeping everyone guessing on what she's doing. Got dropped with a reverse DDT. And Sierra Presley with the ladder now tossed over and out of the ring by Rachel. Up on the shoulders. And the rightful #1 contender being dropped by Sierra Presley. Whole lot of action, whole lot of anarchy, and again tossing Sierra over and out of the ring right now. And look at what's happening at the top of your screen right now. Roxy setting up a ladder bridge. This only speaks of disaster and destruction. Whipping Tori Doyle to the outside. And Roxy trying to get Rachel in position. Tossing her over and landing on the ladder bridge. Roxy looking to fly and coming home. Nobody was home for Roxy. And Rachel Ross played a bit too much. Tossing to the apron right now inside the ring. However, Sierra Presley trying to pick the legs of Ruby Rebel right now. And Ruby to make her pay, putting the elbow into the shoulder. And Amber Young with a ladder right now. Catching the midsection. Oh, and again, using the educated feet of Ruby Rebel right now. From the top rope, Rachel moving out of the way. The head kick countered by Rachel Ross right now. Rachel now needs to the midsection. Has Roxy, drops her with the pendulum hammer on the pieces of the ladder table. And wants to go 2 for 2 perhaps. Looking for another pendulum hammer, but Roxy able to counter. And Ruby Rebel trying to use that ladder for impalement. And this time, Frankenstein by Roxy. Tori Doyle back inside the ring, decides to go back to the outside. And now both Roxy and Ruby try to plant each other on that ladder bridge on the outside. Hurricanrana in the back of the legs of Ruby, crashing down hard on that ladder. Again, the ladder trying to be used as a lethal weapon in that crossbody, taking down Roxy Guns. Meanwhile, on the outside, the War Man's champion throwing blow for blow against Tori Doyle. Meanwhile, paying attention, Ruby Rebel at the top of the ladder. Ruby Rebel at the top. Rachel now back inside the ring, scaling the ladder all the way to the top, taken down by Ruby, and down goes Ruby Rebel for the top of the ladder. And now Sierra Presley has her up, looking for a clutch and neck breaker on the ladder. No one able to make the opportunistic strive for the plateless championship. Ruby Rebel is sore for wears right now, whipping Roxy over to the outside. Now from behind, Sierra Presley. Ooh, strike from behind here. Toss over the top rope. Now Ruby Rebel with a table at hand here. Table has been broken for quite some time in this matchup. From behind, Sierra being whipped to the outside. Amber Young sitting on the ladder bridge. And now from, look out, suplex on the ladder. And Roxy going to the top. Look out, Amber. Got a lot of hocus pocus stuff going on right now here. Meanwhile, on the outside, bottom part of your screen here, Sierra Presley going head to head against a super kick by Rachel Ross. Rachel and Sierra going blow for blow on the outside with a grip of the nape of the neck right now. And tossed straight into that turnbuckle post. And once again, bouncing her face off it once more. Slapping away the hands and the strikes here. Stiff punch from behind here. Oh! Russian leg sweep to the outside. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Sierra joining her Kickstar sister. Alone with Tori Doyle right now. Look out again! To the outside! And Tori Doyle has Sierra kicked to the midsection. Package pile driver. Amber now back inside the ring. Scout slam legs caught on the edge of the ladder. And the ankles of Tori Doyle have to be screaming at her right now. Knee to the midsection. Looking for the pendulum hammer once again. This whole match is absolutely nuts. Trying to spin heads and tails of what the hell is actually going on here. Moonsault by Tori Doyle. Complete anarchy going on right now. Oh! Roxy landing hard on her head and neck. Had to be interrupted and taken out of that powerbomb predicament. Still looking to fight on against Ruby Rebel. And now toss over and out of the ring. Roxy Guns climbing all the way once again to the top rope. Incoming double foot stomp. And Rachel climbing the ladder, scaling to the top, and up comes Roxy Guns as well. And Roxy taken down for the ladder. Rachel rolls down with her hands on the the Playlist Championship. And now Tori Doyle at the top of the ladder, all face first. And down goes Rachel. And now Tori at the top of the ladder with an elbow. See, everyone is sporadic right now. Fighting at the top of the ladder now. Oh, down goes Amber. Sierra with her hands on the championship. But Tori Doyle from behind. And a powerbomb for the ladder. Tori Doyle once again looking for that small package driver. Nowhere to hold. Oh. Meanwhile, Rebel with the War Man's champion dropping her with the red herring. Absolute anarchy. Oh! Big time drop kick on the outside by Tori Doyle, the hidden gem of the Undisputed Elite. And right now, all the way at the top of the ladder once again is Ruby Rebel. Here comes Roxy trying to make the save. And stiff forearm strikes, and now trying to knock Roxy off the top of the ladder from behind, and down she goes! Ruby Rebel once again with her hands on the Playlist Championship. Rachel trying to stop her, but the brawls continue. Spike with a DDT on the apron. Sierra can be, and the Undisputed Elite walk away with the win.
Winners, the Undisputed Elite.
And now it is the UE who is spearheading their own advantages towards the ultimate frenzy. That Playlist Championship has more value than any title in the business right now. Everyone could not make heads or tails of this matchup. Not the Riots, not the War Maidens. Everyone did absolutely everything and anything that they wanted to do in this matchup, and sure enough, it worked out in their own favor. But keep in mind that many times we said that Tori Doyle, by many fans' ideology, was the weak link of the UE. Sure enough, Doyle held her own, holding the vanguards in this match for the Undisputed Elite. And now, the UE holding all the cards on that path to the ultimate frenzy.
The following contest is a frenzy match for the VRW Survivor Championship. And from Miami, Florida, Ace Barrett.
For the Broken Kingdom, it was all about getting back to the top of the mountain of VRW. Evidences associated with Austin Storm, Ace Barrett, AJ Graves, and Marissa Barrett have been struggling more often than not. And finally, the cracks unfolded. And now the dissension of the Broken Kingdom is now more apparent than ever. Austin Storm, the king of the Warzone, exiled from his own Broken Kingdom. Now both he and Ace are fighting on two different fronts of a Soul 7 championship affair.
And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, he is the king of the Warzone, Austin Storm.
He is the king of the Warzone, former television champion, former world champion, King Austin Storm, ready to become a champion once again. Despite his efforts in trying to make the Broken Kingdom into an unstoppable force within VRW, he has only made their situations much worse. And now with the imploding of the Broken Kingdom, the king himself finds himself exiled from the Broken Kingdom. Now with a championship on the mind of both he and Ace Barrett, Austin Storm is looking to stand alone.
Representing the Charm City Cubans, he won the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champion and the VRW Soul Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace.
He is the second dual champion in VRW's history. Whereas Michael Carter has been recovering from an attack done by Pandemonium, we now know. Brandon Ace finds himself standing alone between a turf war between Austin Storm and the Broken Kingdom, but has voluntarily put himself in between the two and is looking to stroke for a sense of justice and defending his Soul Survivor Championship, fulfilling the obligation of a fighting champion. Brandon Ace, more confident than he has ever been since coming into VRW, with 2 championships to shoulder the burden. Representing the Charm City Kings here tonight, Brandon Ace is more than ready and feels that he is more than qualified to handle a championship affair quite like this one. And again, one fall to the finish via pinfall submission, no countouts, no disqualifications. The winner of this matchup walks into the ultimate frenzy as the Soul Survivor champion, whoever that may be. It's time to get down to business here tonight. Soul Survivor Championship on the line. Matchup is now underway. Here comes Brandon Ace going straight after Ace Barrett, and Ace going straight after the King. And here we go again. Another crossbody and a strikes rated down Ace Barrett. Barrett, a former 2-time world champion, spiked into the mat with a DDT by the Soul Survivor champion. And a super kick by Austin Storm. He thought that the last matchup was sporadic. Everyone's going to be scrambling for the opportunity to walk out as the Soul Survivor champion. Oh! Ace Barrett tossing Storm face first into the mat up here. And again, crossbody with these strikes. Ace Barrett is like an uncaged wild animal right now, with an opportunity to climb back to the top with this very matchup here. And from behind, spins him down with a vertigo. Brandon Ace, who wants to be a fighting champion, wants to defend the Soul Survivor Championship as much as possible, along with the Tag Team Championships as much as possible. Oh! Head kick blocked by the King of Warzone. Heads into takedown by Ace Baird. Now targeting Brandon Ace. Oh, with a pump kick. Gotta keep your head on the swivel on this match. One pinfall submission that you're not paying attention to may very well cost you. Austin Storm is taking a leisurely stroll into this matchup here. A lariat to the back of the head. And oh, there's a Boston E party. And a clothesline taking down Ace Barrett. You gotta admire the heart of Ace Barrett. All the struggles, all the trials and tribulations that this man has got to go through since joining VRW towards the start. Two-time world champion has been struggling to stay in one place on the ladder. And there's Brandon Ace breaking up the pin. Super kick missed, moved out of the way by Austin Storm. Ran into a suplex, into a backstabber. For Austin Storm, things have been going swimmingly, if you would. Former television champion, former world champion, the current king of the Warzone, hand in the face, shoulders it down, and a kick out. Things were going well for Austin Storm until he felt as though the Broken Kingdom he was trying to manage was not up to par like he wanted them to be. Tried to use a negative reinforcement on the Broken Kingdom, to which Ace burned off the comeback train. And now, slapping Barrett in the face. Look at this go. Trying to get Barrett to act more serious in the matter. Multiple slaps in the face by Austin Storm. Trying to get him to focus up here. And Barrett instead ranges on in the corner. And now from behind, what the hell? Oh, ran to a shoulder tackle, kicking down Brandon Ace. And out from behind, back suplex into a face buster. And now the king of the Warzone, hand in the face, shoulders it down, a quick kick out by Barrett. And Austin Storm, howling on the Tyrant King. Trying to force subjugation upon Ace Barrett and Brandon Ace in this matchup to walk out the Soul Survivor champion. Another kick out by Barrett. And in comes Brandon, back in the vertical base here, challenging the king right now. Schoolboy holds him up into a powerbomb. Austin Storm now groggy, getting back to his feet, and now locked in on a comeback train. And a sling blade by Brandon, and a boot to the face by Ace. Barrett now looking to put it into the matchup here already. No. And now the Ace of Spades. Down goes Brandon. And Austin Storm being sent to the ropes here. No. Great counter kick to the midsection. Austin Storm trying to go for that swing. That's sealed. Great counter by Ace Barrett. Now strike to the back of the head and neck. Kick to the midsection. And now there's a kick to the side of the head. Turns around. Trying to take the championship away. Off the Ace of Spades, and a kick out by the champion. And now Barrett climbing all the way to the top. Wants his first Soul Survivor championship around his waist from the top rope. Got caught into a spin powerbomb, into a cover. Shoulders it down, and another quick kick out for Barrett. Now Austin catching the champion slipping, slap down on the hands here, trying to pick the legs, got caught and countered into a back elbow. Brandon Ace sent for a trip to the outside. And now another cover by the King to walk out as a champion and a kick out. And Austin Storm pandering to his loyal subjects, tried to go for a Boston Knee party again. Another counter, and now Austin Storm got caught into a hammerlock Northern Lights. Still with the hold of him, trying to go for another suplex and a counter by Austin Storm. And now it's locked in on the comeback train. Schoolboy into a roundhouse to the side of the head. But here comes a super kick from Brandon. And now back to a vertical base, blocking the backhand chops here. Brandon Ace with the golden ace crusher! Into the cover! Ace Spirit now! Letting it all go down, but Austin would have let Austin take the pin. Double knees nowhere close to home. And now Barrett off a suplex. And now another cover. Hand in the face. Shoulders are down for Brandon and a kick out at 2.5. Ace Bear was about to let Austin Storm take the pinfall in this matchup. That would have done a number on the psyche of the King of the Warzone. And Ace Bear trying to pick the legs, trying to take the legs from underneath of the champion, but the champs are coming. And then Ace crossover caught an ace by Ace Barrett. Barrett taking a play out of the champion's book, but look out! Oh, and a splash! Headbutt catching the shoulder of the champion. I think that rocked Barrett more than it did the champ himself. And now toss straight into Barrett. Austin Storm now once again tossing Brandon into the corner. And now Brandon Ace. Look out. Oh! Kick to the leg. It's been so long since he's seen this. Looking for a perfect storm. The cover and Barrett breaking at the pin. Tried to go for a super kick, and Stane's gonna eat the bottom of the boot of the King. And Austin Storm now stepping away on the champion, kicking away, trying to take away the Soul Slayer Championship from Brandon Ace. Hand in the face once again, shoulders are down, Soul Slayer Championship on the line, and another kick out for the champ. Austin Storm once again, oh! Tossing Brandon over the top rope here. Stiff forearm strike. And out slingshot into a DDT on the apron. Rocking the head and neck of Brandon Ace. Now gonna fight right in front of the VRW Riots right here. Now Ace Barrett keeping an eye, scouting what is happening in the match right now, much like the other Riots misses with the super kick. Both Aces back inside the ring, turns his attention around. Look out, backslide into a driver! With both shoulders are down, trying to steal the title and kick off! Another kick out by Brandon Ace. Barrett now getting him back to a vertical base here. Toss over the top rope once again. Wants to isolate a Victor here, into the Enziguri, down goes Brandon! Now Barrett turning his attention to the King of the Warzone, trying to go for the Ace of Spades and a knee to the midsection. And now another cover, this time by the King, to take the championship without the champion involved. It had gotten personal between Ace Barrett and Austin Storm, and now their personal attacks towards each other are now more flagrant than ever. Shoulders are down, hand in the face, and another kick out by Barrett. Now Brandon back inside the ring. Austin Storm swinging STL, dropping Barrett, and a Boston party. Austin Storm taking out both of his opponents in this matchup here. All he has to do is hit one shattered memory, and it could all be over. Double knees into the midsection. But Austin Storm ate it like a champion. And now going for the back elbow. Great counter by Brandon Ace. Trying to go for a takedown. Another counter. Going back and forth like a pendulum swing. And a stiff European uppercut, dropping the champion again. Now Barrett back to a vertical base here. Trying to go for the shattered memory, but got caught. Now Austin back. Oh, got caught with a European uppercut. Boston they party once again. Austin Storm not going to allow Ace Barrett to overshadow him in this matchup here. Barrett once again back to a vertical base here. Drop down, takedown by Austin Storm. Going blow for blow. There's a pump kick by Barrett. And now the cover. Shoulders are down, title on the line. And another kick out by the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm. Misses with the kick. Super kick moved out of the way. Back elbow catching Barrett slipping. And now another back elbow. Austin Storm calling the cutthroat, saying that this matchup is going to be over and done with before you know it. Another Boston Knee Party. This time going for the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down and the shoulder came up for Barrett. And now Austin Storm on another swing at STO. Not going for the cover, however, Brandon Ace able to counter into a deep arm drag here. It's a goalie blocked by the King. And now stiff European uppercut countered by Brandon Ace once again. And now Brandon gonna prop the King of the Warzone up on the top rope. This spells nothing but disaster for both men involved right now. What the hell is Brandon Ace got in mind here for the top rope? A golden ace! A super golden ace crusher for the top rope! Austin Storm, complete daze and no! From behind! Neckbreaker connected! And now we have Ace versus Ace once again, looking for another golden ace crusher! Sling blade by Barrett! And now Ace Barrett from the top rope, looking for a trump card! That brought the VRW Riots alive and well. All three of these warriors throwing caution to the wind in this Soul Survivor Championship match. Austin Storm able to counter with a clothesline. Now goes straight for the cover. Shoulders right down. Title on the line. Barrett was able to get the shoulder up just in time. Back elbow, counter, backhand chop. There is the Ace of Spades. The cover, new champion on the horizon. 2.99. And there's the champion himself. Barrett is out of the equation. Brandon Ace now hangs over the King of the Warzone with a moonwalk. Dead center of the ring, and he forced the champ to tap out.
Here is your winner, and still the VRW Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace.
That is what you call being opportunistic at the right place at the right time. Brandon Ace survives another championship tribulation with the Soul Survivor Championship staying where it belongs in the Charm City. Austin Storm and Ace Barrett, differences be damned, they threw everything at each other and at the champion. So many opportunities, so many big moments, including this one, a super golden ace crusher from the top rope. And the opportunity landed when Barrett couldn't put the King away with a pinfall. It was the Soul Survivor champion that humbled the King of the Warzone with a submission. Brandon Ace looking to walk in to the Ultimate Frenzy, still the Soul Survivor champion.
The following is a bloody frenzy match. You are declared the loser once blood has been drawn from your very being. Introducing first, from Rostown, Texas,
The pathway to the ultimate frenzy is about to be paved in blood. The first ever bloody frenzy match in VRW issued by that man, Eli Robledo, the winner of the inaugural Roulette Frenzy match. Failure is not an option if he is trying to ensure a one-on-one main event match at the Ultimate Frenzy with the Warzone Championship on the line.
and his opponent from Sacramento, California.
On the same night he debuted alongside Eli Robledo, Tony Lee Williams showed that he has the capacity of becoming a world championship contender. Upset that Eli was the one to make it through the Roulette Frenzy, Tony has decided for himself that he alone is able to compete along the likes of Eli and Jason Ramirez. The man who retained the Warzone Championship at the start of the night in an incredible affair against Ryan Riley. A man who Tony Lee Williams pinned in the Roulette Frenzy match. Those factors alone are motivation enough for TL Dub to try and steal a ticket down the pathway to the Ultimate Frenzy. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win this matchup is to cause your opponent to bleed. And Robledo being blasted down. Clearly, the size and power advantage goes to Tony Lee Williams. However, that advantage alone is not going to help you cause your opponent to bleed as fast as you would like to. You can be big and powerful if you want to. Eli Robledo can rely solely off of his speed and do whatever it takes to keep his distance from TL Dub, the Grizzly Killer, as they have called him all across the E-Fed circuit. Looking to draw first blood here tonight and secure himself a world championship opportunity. And European uppercut doesn't take the Grizzly Killer down. However, toss into the corner, incoming! Shoulder tackle into the midsection and a huge overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Referee isn't allowed to get involved in this matchup, not allowed to tell these two to stop doing the things that they're gonna have to do to force one another to bleed. And there's a jawbreaker. The referee's first sight of blood will signify the end of this matchup here. And Robledo coming in with a kendo stick straight to the back, trying to wear down Tony Lee as best as he can here, and there's a return shot. A match proposed by Eli himself, but doesn't do you any good if you're the one being manipulated with all the weapons. And now it's the Grizzly Killer raining down these kendo strikes here. And this time Robledo takes it away from Williams. It's a matter of endurance. It's a matter of the steel of your body. Robledo now climbing all the way to the top rope. Incoming frog splash, but Williams got the knees up. Robledo black to the vertical bases over the top with a suplex, choking the man as he does so. And the power again on display. Tony Lee Williams, a man who has the makings of being a world champion. Eli Robledo, who won the inaugural Roulette Frenzy matchup to secure himself A shot at superstardom. Misses with the super kick. Backed away did Tony Lee. And now locking into the Cobra clutch submission. Submission that doesn't even apply here. And comboed it. Chained it. With a Russian leg sweep. And now the Grizzly Killer underneath of the ring. And finds himself a table. You imagine broken shards on a table used to peel away at the skin of your opponent. That's something that Tony could do. 100% legal as well. And as if the table wasn't enough, what more does Tony want to go for here? He's got himself a steel chair and it's dying better. Robledo with it, but Eli able to rip the chair away from the hands of TL Dub here. And a super kick. Can he hook it? Straight jacket into the German suplex. Eli being able to showcase this kind of strength is incredible. Ooh. Stiff forearm strike, and now the power again on display. Face first on those steel steps. Tony is trying to batter and bruise Eli Robledo, trying to make it so that he doesn't make it to the ultimate frenzy. And again the chair, trying to use that chair in the back of the head, being piked. This is not the easy man's game here. Eli Robledo and Tony Lee Williams are out for blood. Without a single care in the world for either man's well-being. All that matters is that one or the other hurts each other to the point of no return. And the Grizzly Killer! With the leg getting caught and jammed. And that's still great there. And a third gut-wrench suplex. Tony Lee Williams will do absolutely anything and everything it takes to win this matchup here. And the bottom of the boot catching the jaw of the Grizzly Killer. Eli Robledo with a huge opportunity now to draw first blood here. And Tony Lee is just tossing Robledo around. Now both men back inside the ring. Referee doesn't give a damn about the safety and well-being of either man right now. Kendo stick strike got caught. And again the kendo being used against Williams. Eli trying to fight back as best as he can here. Back to a vertical base is TL Dub here. And Eli Robledo reining in with these European uppercuts. Trying to lock himself in on the comeback train. The uppercut party is upon us. Now flies in. Drop kick taken down the Grizzly Killer. And now looking to use the very instrument brought in by Tony Lee Williams himself. And now being built across the corner of that table. Oh, popped up with an up punch. Williams didn't know exactly what hit him there, but it was effective. A big shot with a forearm by Eli Robledo now. Got caught, however. Half and half suplex. But Robledo popping back up to his feet. Then kick to the midsection. And Tony able to drop him with a swinging sidewalk slam. Now kick to the midsection. Williams now. Oh! Blasting. Robledo is now on a comeback train. Flies in with a clothesline of his own. And again, the Grizzly Killer with a table ready to be used as a lethal weapon. And Robledo, again, relying on that excellent speed of his into the chin breaker. Table sliding all around the ring right now. Heavy lariat by the Grizzly Killer once again. And Robledo does not want to be where he is right now. This is a bad situation. for Eli. Up on the shoulders of Tony Hill. Didn't go through the table like he wanted him to, but the damage was still done. And again, a choke toss suplex landing hard on the table. And Tony is climbing to the top rope. Are you kidding me? This is not good for Eli. Incoming hammer arm. Eli Robledo asked for this matchup to be how it is now. Tossed into the corner. And LTL Dub looking to buckle bomb him through the table. Zero care, zero effort made. And you gotta be kidding me now. We're done with ladders, Tony. The ladder match was a while ago. Back inside the ring, Eli played it smart here. Kick to the midsection, trying to throw Tony down face first on the ladder. And now Robledo being tossed into the corner. Another bad situation upon us for Eli Robledo, perched up on the top rope, able to counter, however. And now, chain breaker, the back of his head, landing on the ladder. Eli now in a prime opportunity here. Super kick moved out of the way, great counter. Got caught, however, boot to the chin. Another great opportunity for Robledo to draw first blood. And now Robledo tossing Williams into the corner. There's a counter. And now toss. Toss through the middle ropes here. Tony Lee Williams, look at the strength and power. Robledo is putting up one hell of a fight here, but it just isn't enough for him here. Choke slam powerbomb by Tony Lee Williams. And just subjugating Robledo to all of this power. Heavy-handed strikes to the face of Robledo. Once again subjugated to another power slam. And the referee can't stop this until first blood is drawn from Eli. There it is. It's over. Referee sees first blood. The Grizzly Killer, who debuted at Tenfold, had his first singles match at the Clash of Madness, is now heading to the Ultimate Frenzy alongside Eli Robledo to challenge for the VRW Warzone Championship. Both of these men did what they could. Eli fought as valiantly as he very well could, but just couldn't keep up with all the punishment and subjugation of the strength and power advantage that Tony Lee Williams had upon him. Ramirez is in a bad predicament now. 10 months ago, this War Maiden made history on her debut. 3 back-to-back consecutive matches in the same night in order to become the first ever VRW War Maiden's Gift of Valor champion. Reigned for such a very, very long time as the War Maiden to beat in the sense of the Gift of Valor championship. Now arriving here at the Clash of Madness pay-per-view, wanting to walk into the Ultimate Frenzy once again champion. It all comes down to this final in-ring confrontation between one of her greatest rivals and adversaries on the E-Fed circuit. Again, 10 months ago, this War Maiden first walked into VRW and was forced to watch on as Jada Storm, someone who has been a thorn at her side for years on end, succeed more than she could have ever on her debut night in VRW. Tonight she walks in with the championship Jada walked out of VRW Queendom with. This is the very last time either of these two War Maidens will ever set foot in a VRW ring together, one-on-one.
The following contest is a Survivor match for the VRW War Maiden's Gift of Valor Championship. Introducing first, from New Orleans, Los Angeles, representing Insurgency, Jada Storm. And her opponent, from Dublin City, Ireland, she is the VRW War Maiden's Gift of Valor Champion, Trish Riley.
This is truly the end of an incredible war of War Maidens. Not just within VRW, but outside of VRW as well. It all ends here tonight. 30 minutes on the clock. Let the Survivor match begin! And Jada Storm right out the back! Not giving Trish Riley any time to think, not giving Trish Riley any time to contemplate. Remember, Trish Riley doesn't have to worry about BB Cash. BB Cash has been barred from ringside. Royal Solomon, Ryan Riley as well will all be watching on from backstage. No one will get involved in this Survivor match. Pick up as many falls, victories over your opponent. That is all you have to do. Double knees to the lower back. Count is at 5 right now. Trish Riley and Jada Storm ignoring the referee's count and just absolutely beating the hell out of each other. These two have been at each other's throats for such a very long time. No matter if Jada walks out as a Gift of Valor champion, no matter if Trish walks out the Gift of Valor champion, both have sworn never to compete with each other ever again in VRW. One-on-one tag team frenzy, none of the sort. You will never see these two together ever again. They will stay dedicated to the War Maiden's roster, but everything between them ends here tonight. And Jada Storm whipping Trish Riley over the top rope. And again, pinfall submission disqualification falls, countout falls, all are factors into adding to your total score in this match. And Jada, these strike combinations here, picking the leg from underneath. And tossed into the ring post now. Crap. Commentary training team that you see over there here whipped into the other announcer table. Count is at 7 now. Tossing Trish Riley over the barricade. And it's decided to take a count-out fall here. Counts at 8 and Riley getting back inside the ring just in time. That would have been an easy fall for Jada Storm. Handspring into the cash out. Baby Cash may not be in this matchup here, but Jada Storm is using all jack to trade. And now stalking her prey. Trish Riley getting caught with the knee, and there's a sickle as well. And this is where Jada Storm wants to start driving within the matchup, wearing down the head and neck of Trish Riley. Tap, snap, or nap has always been the motto for Jada Storm, getting caught with a back elbow. Oh! Deep arm drag by Trish, now tossed into the corner. Trish Riley, ooh! Catching Jada with the knee. Hold on. Blocking the spin. Oh, wow! Blocking and getting out of the way of a spinning heel kick. Trish Riley knows Jada all too well. We saw earlier. Look out! Incoming corkscrew springboard! Already Trish Riley throwing out caution to the wind. Not just for her own well-being, but for Jada's as well. And these two are just throwing blow for blow with each other right in front of the VRW Riots. Count is at 5 right now. And now stepping up on the left leg of Riley, just driving that boot across her face. And again tossed into the steel steps. Count is at 7 right now. And Riley, are you kidding me? Trying to go for a Riley bomb on the outside. Jada Storm able to counter. Count is at 9. And both War Maidens once again get back inside the ring. Surrounded by the champion. Trish Riley pandering to the crowd, hyping them all up. And we're only 5 minutes into the matchup now. No fall has been made. 5 minutes have succumbed to this Survivor match. Being blasted now all the way to the outside. Trish Riley perched up on the top rope. Dangerous scenario. Dangerous situation. From the top rope, tossed down. And now Jada trying to go for a power slam. Great counter. Striking the back of the head and neck. And oh! Catching Jada with an enter-gird to the side of the dome. And now tossing Jada around into the steel barricade. And another Hurricanrana. Bitter rivals. And this is going to be such a bitter pill. A bittersweet pill for us to follow. To accept the agreement made by Trish and Jada Storm. Oh! To never be able to see this encounter ever again. And now from behind. Driving the back and the head down into the mat. Jada Storm now once again targeting and focusing the head and neck. Whiplash neck breaker. Now into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, there's a kick out. First of all, the matchup in practically 7 minutes of them beating the hell out of each other. And now, oh, picking the leg from underneath was Trish Riley, and now Trish putting a boot to the face of Jada Storm right now. And now Jada back at a vertical base here, toss over and out of the ring. And the referee's count continues to climb higher and higher once again. These two are throwing slugs at each other right in front of the VRW Riots. And now just whipping Jada into the steel barricade once again. And again! Pulling her right up against it. Oof. Off the neck breaker now, Trish Riley. Now gonna toss Jada over the barricade. Count is at 6 now, and both of these Warbands fighting in the barricaded crowd here again. Riley to meet Jada in front of the VRW Riots. Wait a minute, the count is at 8. Back over the barricade. Referee's count is at 9. And there's a double count out, but these two are still fighting on the outside. Countouts are a factor in the Survivor match. I guess the score is 1-1. Suffering a double countout is Trish Riley and Jada Storm. 8 minutes into the matchup. And now these two are deep into the back crowded area. Count is at 6 right now. These two are all into this matchup. Count's at 8. And Trish Riley has Jada Storm up. Driving it down with a volleyball. And there was another double countout. Referee has restarted his count. The score is 2 minutes. The score is 2-2. And only 9 minutes have passed. Jada just dropped Trish with a whiplash flatliner and is making her way back to the ring. This is smart. Count is at 7. Trish is still recovering from the crowd. And Jada Storm instead breaks the count. Trying to beat Riley back inside the ring. And now back outside once again. Cut to the midsection. Now these kicks are coming at Jada. The score is 2-2. Back inside the ring now is both War Maidens. Survivor match is still underway. Stiff drop kick by the champion. And officially, we can say a third of this match has concluded. Another cover by Trish Riley, this time inside the ring and a kick out. 10 minutes have passed, and the score is 2-2 off of countouts alone. And now, got caught, however. Jada Storm with a dungeon lock. Dungeon lock submission, but Riley able to fight an escape. Quickly fighting an escape. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Trish Riley now off of these knees. Driving these knees into the chest of Jada Storm. And now another kick to the midsection here. Trish Riley now draping Jada Storm on that top turnbuckle. Spiking her head down with a DDT. Another cover by Trish Riley to get the upper hand in the matchup. And another kick out by Jada. The score is 2-2. Jada Storm, Trish Riley, Gift of Valor Championship is on the line. And now just trying to break apart the arms of Jada Storm right now is Trish Riley. For so long, these two have been bitter rivals. There's nothing sweet about the relationship that these two have. Earlier in the night, we saw them both come at the aid of Ryan Riley in the opening bout here tonight at the Clash of Madness. That was the only time you'll ever see those two on the same page. Tonight, here in this main event match, they are ready to tear each other limb from limb. Triangle choke is applied. Trish Riley trying to force Jada Storm to take a nap. but Jada refuses to quit. It's not often that we see Jada Storm on the defensive of a submission, but Trish Riley knows her far too well enough to know that her normal style isn't going to be enough to keep Jada Storm away from her Gift of Valor Championship reign. Double D's her lower back. And once again, cranking away at the head and neck is Trish Riley. In case you're joining in on the final minutes of this Clash of Madness pay-per-view, this is the main event. Trish Riley and Jada Storm Survivor match for the Gift of Valor Championship. The score is 2-2. Jada Storm off the Luthez now, off these heavy strikes, and a stiff forearm strike by Trish Riley. There's a pump kick to the face of Jada. And Riley once again turning to a submission, looking for a low chair. Low chair submission is applied. The arm is trapped underneath the leg, and Jada taps out. The current score: Jada Storm 2, Trish Riley 3, and a high knee by Riley. Riley into the cover to get the 2-up lead, and another kick out. The score is 3-2, Riley's lead. Trish Riley with her feet planted in the mat, ready to get another fall. Up she goes, looking for a Riley bomb, but Jada able to find a counter and escape into a neck breaker. And Riley doing the absolute smart thing, rolling to the outside to find herself some safe common ground, but Riley sent back inside the ring. And now, picking the legs, looking for another dungeon lock submission. Trying to force Trish Riley to tap out, much like she'd earlier tried to, with the triangle choke going after the head and neck. But Riley refusing to give up. And Jada Storm instead goes into the cover, hooks the leg, the shoulders are down, the score is tied again! 3-3 is the score right now. We are still evenly matched. And Jada once again caught into another submission. Figure 4 neck lock is applied. And tapped out again. Trish Riley took the lead back. The score is 4-3. Half of the time has been allotted from this match. Trish Riley 4. Jada Storm 3. So many falls based off of submissions here. Stiff punch to the face by Jada Storm. Got caught. Whiplash flatliner. The cover again by Jada Storm. Hooked the leg. Shoulders are down and a kick out by the champion at 2.5. Jada Storm once again has to play the catch-up game and now tossing Riley over the top rope. Going to the outside now. Trish Riley now being tossed around the rampway by Jada Storm. But Jada got counted by Trish Riley. Referee's count is at 3 right now. Kick to the midsection. Counted again. Jada Storm now. Another counter by Riley. Now tossing Jada around back closer to the ring. Count is at 5. And now trying to put her up in a firewoman's carry. Putting the elbow, hitting the back of the head and neck. And now tossing Riley into the steel barricade once again. Another counter. Locking into submission. Single leg crab. Count is at 8. Count's at 9 now. Referee with no choice. Another 10 count out. Points on the board for them both again. Riley still with the lead. The score is now 5-4. Riley's lead. Now perched up on the top rope again. Trish Riley looking to fly cannonball senton. And the count climbs higher. These two war maidens continuing to fight on the outside. Jada gets back inside. Riley gets back inside. Now toss it to the corner. Trish Riley now has her perched up on the middle ropes here. Super kick to the back of the left leg. And now a double stomp down on the chest of Jada Storm. And once again, Riley finds herself perched up on the top rope. There's the leg drop. Straight across the chest of Jada Storm into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders head down and out of that kick out. And Trish now going on to the outside with evil intentions in mind. Taking apart the announcer's table. You know for certainty what is on the mind of the Gift of Valor champion. To ensure a decisive victory here tonight, she needs to eliminate any sense of doubt that the VRW Riots have of her. Kick to the back of the leg, kick to the midsection, looking for another Riley bomb, but Jada Storm able to make another counter. And now, looking for a power slam, another counter by Riley. Turn back around, whipped into the ropes now, and coming into a hip toss. The score is 5-4. Trish Riley trying to make it 6-4 with another Riley bomb. The cover again. Shoulders are down. Jada Storm able to get the shoulder up at 2.5. And now, Trish Riley gonna wear down the right arm of Jada Storm, the creator and leader of Insurgency. Trish Riley wanting to silence any doubt in the minds of the VRW Riots as she is not a credible champion. Climbing once again, all the way perched on the top rope into a shooting star press. Score is 5-4. Jada realizing that it's crunch time, that we are nearing only 10 minutes left in this matchup. Deep arm drag by the Gift of Valor champion. Front headlock is applied. Transition, and now rear naked choke. Rear naked choke is applied. Trying to get right on the top rope once again. And now the elbows to the side. Floats over. But wait, shoulders are down. Riley able to get another fall off the challenger. Trish Riley now has 2 points above Jada Storm. Jada has to focus up now. She needs to play catch up. She needs to get into a victory situation. Less than 10 minutes remain for Jada Storm to take back the Gift of Valor Championship. The count is now at 4. Jada Storm trying to kill time on the outside. Count is at 6. Riley tossing Storm into the corner on the outside, and now Riley is just going to buy herself all the time she needs. Score is 6-4. Count is at 9. Back inside the ring. Springboard moved out of the way was Jada. An opportunity made by Jada Storm. Front headlock applied once again. Now having Trish eat the bottom of her boot. It is Crow. Like I said, crunch time for Jada Storm. Needs to tie. Needs to get ahead of the game here. Shoulder tackle in the lower back. And now back to a vertical base once again. Look out! Incoming flatliner! Whiplash! Shoulders are down, another kick out. All Riley has to do is stall for time. She needs to keep ahead of her score. Trying to go for the lock ahead to the Furious right. Gina with a drop kick from the top. And now stepping down on the back of the head. Just stepping down on the face of Trish Riley and Daryl. Damn near 7 minutes away from the end of this matchup. The score is 6-4. Jada Storm is behind in this race. Doing absolutely everything and anything she can is Jada Storm. Crunch time is applied. And now, stepping down on the lower back. Camel clutch submission again. Trying to force Trish Riley to tap out. But Riley picking her legs from underneath. From behind, kicking the right leg of Jada Storm. And now Jada struggling to get back to her feet. And Riley, a lesser version of the Riley bomb, and now you see Jada in pain. The cover, hook the leg, and a quick kick, and that one. Adrenaline starting to boost in. Jada Storm trying to fight it back. Back to a vertical base here, trying to go for the Furious right hand, but Jada Storm able to counter. Caught her, whiplash into the face buster. Whiplash flatliner connected. Here's the cover. Shoulders are down. Jada able to get closer and closer to score 6-5. 6 minutes remaining for the Survivor match. Get the Valor Championship on the line. Jada is nearing tying the score. She needs 2 points to defeat Trish Riley. Trish, however, suplex, counter, point a knee to the top of the dome. Hurricanrana by Trish Riley. I am on the edge of my seat in my booth watching this all go down. And now tossed over the top rope. We must have a decisive winner between Trish Riley and Jada Storm. 5 minutes on the horizon left in this matchup. Jada knows what Trish is trying to do. Right now, dribbling her over the top rope. Back inside the ring now. Sit punch from behind. Kick to the midsection. Looking for another Riley bomb. Jada, no. Able to collar. Back body drop. And now, catching her with a back elbow. Stiff shot from the midsection. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. Front headlock is applied. Pointing the elbow to the top of the dome. Wrestling for control now. Jada Storm. Trish Riley. Drop kick to the face. Both of these War Maids are at their wits' end. Jada is trying violently to tie the score, to get closer to a victory, to her second Gift of Valor Championship reign. And I thought Jada was going to try and choke her out with another triangle choke. But Jada had other plans in mind. Now picking her legs. She changed her mind so she can lock in the dungeon lock submission. But Riley found an escape. Found a way out. Stiff forearm strike. Lock a hair. Furious right. The cover again. Shoulders are down. And a kick out at 2.99. I am struggling to keep my bearings about this matchup here. Riley now looking for another Riley bomb with the bridge cover. Shoulders are down. Riley couldn't get another fall. Trish Riley, all she needs to do is stall for another 3 minutes. You can't allow. Moving out of the way to the drop kick. Jada had it well scouted. 3 minutes away. 3 minutes remaining. Half and half. Suplex. Down goes the champion. The score is 6-5. It is still Riley's lead. Less than 3 minutes remain. Stepping down on Jada. Jada able to counter into the jawbreaker. Has her up on her shoulders. Jada Storm. Backpack. Stunner. We're almost at the 2-minute mark of this Survivor match. Jada Storm pulling out all stops here, headbutting her, giving her a piece of her mind. Jada cannot take any more time waiting. Locking in another submission. Camel clutch choke. 2 minutes remaining. Trish Riley finds an escape. Trish Riley found the escape. Less than 2 minutes. Schoolgirl into a super kick. The cover again by Jada Storm. Shoulders her down. Tied the score to 6-6. The next fall may possibly be the end. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining until the end of the Survivor match. And Riley being tossed to the outside. Jada knows what she needs to do. Jada Storm now tossing Riley into the table. But Riley now being bashed on the table. Jada having second thoughts. Tossed into the barricade. Jada Storm now with a spear to the barricade. The count is at 6. The count is at 6. All Jada needs to do is get back inside the ring and let the count go down. But Trish is getting back to her feet. Trish is getting back. Count is at 9. Count is at 9. Riley back inside the ring. Jada back inside the ring. Jada Storm. Victory roll. Cover. A cover. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Kick out. Both American beats here. Misses with the drop kick. What is happening now? Balls on 3, 2, 1. What the hell? It's a draw. Hey, I need some assistance out here. We can't end the night like this. I need somebody to come out here and handle this. VRW Ryan's not taking too kindly to this draw that just happened. Come on, management, we need you out here now. Thank you. Ruby Tribbiani coming out here to make heads and tails in this situation. Somebody's got to do something about the crowd. And that is the best course of action that management is able to take. Matchup is now restarted. Anything goes. Whoa, 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 whoa! BB Cash! That's BB Cash! Where the hell did Shane come from? And from behind! BB Cash coming on the aid of Jada Storm! And Jada Storm not too fond of the idea of BB Cash being out here right now. Trying to assist. Look out, incoming! Trish Riley once again. Not giving a damn about the current situation at hand. Reset this match as is. No countouts, no disqualifications. The Survivor match is over. BB Cash is allowed to be out here if she wants it. Trying to help Trish Riley in any way she can. And now being tossed aside. She is now being tossed away back inside the ring. Trish Riley, however, a spear through the barricade. What a moment for Trish Riley. Look how Chloe went straight into the Swedish heel. Jada Storm gonna walk away with the title. No. It was almost over! It was almost the end of this era between Jada Storm and Trish Riley! Riley blocking a kick and dropping it with the cash out! Trish Riley! The cover! The cover! Trish Riley retains the Gift of Valor Championship!
And still the VRW Women's Gift of Valor Champion, Trish Riley.
It was a split-second decision made by VRW management for an end-of-an-era matchup between Trish Riley and Jada Storm, BB Cash, who was waiting somewhere in the crowd, waiting for an opportunity to where she could be of use to Insurgency. Trish Riley was not prepared, but she made a way out to stop the opposition. And when it all came down to it, Trish Riley ended the match the same way it started, with BB Cash and the cash out. Trish Riley survives the madness of this Gift of Valor Championship affair and will walk into the Ultimate Frenzy as the Gift of Valor Champion.